Hello, Angel. Oh, I should probably lift this up just a little bit more. I don't know. Let me see what I got here. Never mind. Everything's wet. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Angel. Angel's behind the computer because she can. Hi, Trish. Let me see here. Did you see my post on Instagram? I am broadcasting live from the former site of my tool shelter. It's gone. Hello, Angel. Come here on your butt. Come here. Oh, now she's gonna play hard to get. She wants to play, but she's gonna play hard to get. I don't know if you can see my saddles survived. I don't know why they didn't blow over. I haven't tested the tools yet, the power tools. I haven't tested them yet to see if they are still working. We just hustled together just as I tried to grab what I could. I don't know if I got them fully protected or not. My table saw, oh, that's over on this side. My table saw was caught in a downpour. So I'm hoping it's going to be salvageable. I'm hoping it's not going to be damaged. The structure, well, let me see here. I don't know if you can, let me see here. Turn this around. Let me see here. There's the, you see it over there? I doubt very much insurance will cover that. And besides, it's not even a $200 shelter. Tools, I don't know. Like I said, if the tools work, then that's fine. Okay. I did take pictures, so I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. It is what it is. There wasn't anything we could do. It pulled at least one of the ground screws completely up and out. And honestly, this is not nearly as bad as some others. Okay. They were showing on the news this morning 2 mobile homes that I saw that were just flipped upside down and people were inside. Thankfully, I don't think that they were seriously injured. I think they were just minor injuries. But the one picture that they showed, they had the screw. It's like a big screw that goes into the ground, and it was tied down. It pulled that thing right up out of the ground. And it was a bigger screw than what that thing had. So, honestly, at least this is minor compared to that. So, I thought I was going to be working on fence today and this week to try and be able to let the goats out of the small pen. And needless to say, as soon as I'm done this live stream, I got work to do because all this mess back here, I don't even think you can see all the mess. Let me see here. I don't know how good it is. Everything is just disheveled, tossed about. Anything lightweight, it was blowing. So, we got a mess to clean up. But everything is going to get relocated to the barn. How did the goat and horse fencing hold up? Okay. I have not, the pen where the goats are, that little bit there, no problems whatsoever. And their shelter it looks like it did before the storm. So their shelter is fine. Their fence is fine. That's good. I have not walked the horse fence to see if I have any places that are down, but I'm not as worried about it for the horses because even if it's down, they will not cross it. Okay, so that's okay. I was just starting to do the new 5-strand electric fence for the goats, and I even bought a new 50-mile charger because that 10-mile charger I've got right now, it wasn't going to do the job. So I got a new 50-mile charger, which should work just fine. Debated on getting the 100-mile charger, but I figured, no, I think the 50-mile should do it. So, because it would have been another $40, $50 to get the 100-mile charger. So we'll go with that. Horses were fine. As a matter of fact, they're out in pasture right now. I can see them. They're looking to see if there's anything to eat out there. If they end up coming back up, I'll throw them some hay. But I had finished the brown bale that was in the barn, so I've been feeding square bales, and I was going to see if my neighbor could bring me 2 more round bales, but now I got to wait and see how much of that space in the barn I need to use for tools and whatnot, because I have no place else to put the stuff. But what are you going to do? You just pick up the pieces and keep going. Change your schedule a little bit, But on the plus side, it's still deer season here, and my neighbor, not my Amish neighbor, who I drive, he was hunting on my property with permission, and the first night he saw nothing, absolutely nothing. The second night he got, keep calm and carry on. That's all I can do, right? It's like, what's the sense of getting worked up about it? So anyway, the second night that he was here, he got a young deer up on the top of the hill back here. And then he came down and he talked to me, and he decided to just hang out around the cabin here and see if he could see anything across the hill over there. And he saw a big doe, and there was another deer with it, and he took a shot. He saw a deer drop, assuming it was the big doe that he had been aiming for. But I saw something white fall down the hill. That was a little distance away from where he said one dropped. Come to find out, he got 2 with one shot. The one that he was not aiming for was an instant kill. Oh, and the one up behind here was an instant kill too. But he also got the big doe that he was aiming for, and she didn't go very far before she dropped. So now he's got a large family, so I told him to make sure he feeds his family first. But I will be getting some of that meat as well. And I'm very grateful for that. If he manages to get one more deer before the end of the season, then he'll give me some more meat. But, I told him to make sure he feeds his family first. That was the priority. I mean, we're fine. We're eating chicken or, cheap stuff first, but hey, I'll take some red meat. um, so that was a good thing this week. And I think I've decided to see if I can't get a couple more does, probably just young ones. But I was talking to somebody at a local farm supply store around here, and he was telling me that goat prices at the market were higher per pound than beef. It's like, that's interesting. At least last year they were. So I think I'm, getting into goats was a good thing, because I know that there was no way that, I could handle doing beef. You have to have a much stronger infrastructure, not to mention the animals are larger. Reminder, hit that like button. Oh, okay. Do I have to now? I'm just teasing you. Well, we've only got a few people in here. 5. You're the only one talking to me today, Trish. So anyway, I tell you, everything else, I don't know, maybe it was a blessing in disguise that this behind me decided to fly off. Because I was thinking, it'd be nice to have a covered porch off the back here. But I couldn't figure out, well, how would they get in here to do any kind of work, because that tool shelter was there. Well, it's not there anymore, is it? So I'm also okay. The barn will work for now, but at some point, stuff is going to have to come out of there, because they still need to pour the cement floor in there. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Nice of you to make it. I didn't catch you right away. Angel, come on. She's walking up the drive. She doesn't need to be doing that. She's just checking things out, I guess. I don't know where Gracie was out here. I don't know where she took off to. So I don't know what's going to happen. I will have to get build something for my tools to be in, because the barn, like I said, they can't be in there when they're finishing it up. They got to pour cement, and I guess once the cement's in, then I guess I can put things back. I don't know, but I guess I'll hang things on the wall as much as possible up, so that it's not going to interfere. Too busy listening to our winds here. Oh, you're getting the winds now, Cheryl? Oh my. Yeah, that storm, I tell you. And you know what? Kentucky got hit hard, but they didn't get hit nearly as hard as, some of the other states did. There were some deaths in other more southern states. Was it Alabama? And I think I heard Missouri. I'm not sure about Missouri. Some other state, there was some deaths associated with the storm. So, I mean, it was, I don't know if you were watching it on the, off and on, off Lake Ontario. You're getting it from there. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? That storm system did go from from Texas, I think it started, all the way up into the Great Lakes area. So now I don't know if there's still any lingering from that system, or if it's just the lake effect stuff. You see, it blew through Austin, but we just had a tiny bit of hail, and it was over in a couple hours. Oh, that's good. Well, hail's bad enough. My trailer roof is so low, so load. Oh, bad or load? What is that? Is your Is your trailer good and secure? Loud. Oh, loud. Okay. Trying to figure. I think that was a typo. Yeah. Oh, honey's staring at me now. She came up the hill. Oh, and there go the guineas. Yeah, they had to come up. The guineas had to come up here and check out the site. So, well, I'm going to be taking that structure apart and seeing if there's any pieces that can be salvaged. Um, I think the tarp is still in one piece. So, I mean, you can always use a tarp, right? So, uh, anyway, I'll see. There's a lot of pipes that are bent, maybe broken. I haven't really looked that closely at it. Um, I knew it was down. I did catch, see that something was severely bent and it's not salvageable. So the guineas crack me up. Oh, I tell you, some of the things that they do are you gotta just shake your head and laugh at them. Really, should put the laundry out to fluffy dry. Yeah, there you go. Our wind's not blowing anymore. So, but oh man. So I'm getting stared down by Mama Goat. She's like, "Woman, you've lost your mind." I'm up here talking to the tools. I don't know what she thinks. Oh, I tell you. But oh, the little boy. Oh, he is too cute. Oh, right now he thinks he's all that. And I go in there to feed them, and he comes running over to me, and I get to pet him and everything. And he's not the least bit shy, But Mama, on the other hand, I reached out to touch her this morning. She about freaked out. So, somebody asked me if I was milking her, and she's got, it looks like some good teats, but there ain't no way she's going to let me milk her, not right now. She's still too wild. Who knows what will happen come next year if she has a kid next year, maybe, if she's tamed down any. But I mean, she's 6 years old, so, if she doesn't tame down completely, she's not as spastic as her daughter is. So her daughter really gets all upset. So, but I did get a smaller version of the feed barrel that I have that I use for the horses, and this one will be for the goats. I thought it was a pretty decent price at that local farm supply store. So, and I need to mix more feed. I'm mixing their feed with what I will be switching them over to. They're going to be having the same feed that I give honey, but I'm also giving them alfalfa mixed in with that, alfalfa pellets. How's the other goat's foot? Oh, she's fine. The other goat is fine. She's it healed right up. I thought I was going to have to do more work with her, but no. After a couple days, she was just fine. She's got no limp. So, just that one treatment, I guess, was all she needed just to get over the hump, I guess. So, which is good. Yeah, so that they're working out great. It's just a matter of getting the fence finished so that I can let them out. And I'm just about ready. I've got my gate almost ready to hang, but I was digging a hole to put the fence post in, and the hole is now full of water. And actually, it was full of water before we had the rain. So I was talking to the guys and to see what they suggested I do, because I can't dig it any deeper, and I only got it to not quite 2 feet deep. And they said, they suggested, first of all, they suggested bailing it out. So, okay, if I have to do that, then I have to do that. But then they thought, oh, well, you know what? If you got water in there and it's going to be a permanent gate, just get some Quikrete and put the post in Quikrete right there, and that it should be good. So I think that's what I'm going to be looking to do. The one guy said he had a bag. he had 4 bags that he had gotten for free, and he said he'd let me have one. So okay, that's fine. I appreciate it, and maybe I'll get that this week sometime from him. They've been busy. Oh, not only did my Amish friend get the deer here, and he had to get those cut up. He took I drugged the one deer for him. My hand's still sore. I drugged the little one. Okay, he drugged the big one, and he was hurting afterwards. But yeah, we took them over to his place, and he skinned them and got them ready that night. And then the next night, Friday night, he had a pig that he had raised for meat, and he had been putting off processing it because the temperatures were just too warm. They weren't cool enough. So finally he said he couldn't wait any longer for the temperatures to cool down. He had to process the pig because it was just getting to be too big, and it was costing him to feed it. So he did his pig in Friday night, and he let it hang overnight, and thankfully the temperatures weren't that bad. And they go to process it yesterday, and the motor that he uses to run his grinding machine, it wouldn't start. His wife had been using it the whole time to run the wash machine, and they've used it for other things. But when he needed it most for that grinding machine, it wouldn't start. And even the one guy that I drive with him, he's got some mechanical ability, and he couldn't even get it going. So I don't know what the problem is with it, but anyway, so they called me. They needed to go get another motor and a sausage stuffing machine, because guess what they're going to do? They the venison will be made into what they call bologna. Now, I've had some of it, and to me it tastes more like a salami than a bologna. When I think of bologna, I think of what you buy in the grocery store, okay? And it's like a big hot dog, okay, to me. But their bologna tastes more like a salami, and that's what they do with their venison. And the pig, they'll ground him up or her up. I don't know what it was, but anyway, they grind it up, and they can it. Now they'll be smoking some stuff, but like I asked him if there was going to be pork ribs for dinner, and he said no. They cut all the meat off, and they put the bones out for the chickens. And it's like, really? Man, there ain't nothing I like better than a rack of ribs. But anyway, so he was really, really, oh, the sun's coming out. I hope that's not too bright for you guys. And I said, so he was having to deal with that mess, trying to get this pig processed. And he was way behind. I had to go get them so they could go and get another motor and the sausage stuffing machine, and so they can get that pig processed. And he was saying he's so far behind, he didn't even know if he was going to be able to go to work on Monday. So, I mean, talk about, man, he's just busting himself up, trying to get, the meat done. And this is, you wanted to be a self-reliant homesteader. Well, I'll tell you, watching what he does, because that's how they provide, food for their family. They raise it, and they kill it, and they process it, and they don't have electricity, and it's work. Lucky you, no sun in Louisville. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. They said on the news that there may be clouds out west. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of sun. I was wondering if we were going to get some, but yeah, it's coming down now. The sun is, but we still have clouds in the sky. How did you fare yesterday, Kentucky Hilltop? I don't know. You're just getting in here. This is behind me is where my tool shelter used to be. Used to be until yesterday. It's gone. And I've got a mess down here to clean up. So that's what, and as soon as I'm done this live stream, I got to go down and I got to clean out the barn so I can start moving stuff in. So, and I thought I heard a dog squealing this morning, but Gracie was in the house, so I knew it wasn't her, but I didn't see anything. So, and I mean, Honey and the guineas were looking, but then they were done. So I don't know what the story was with that, but because there's nobody up here but us. You know, we're the only ones who live right in this area. There's no one else is living here. It's very quiet. I do have a neighbor, but they don't live here. They just are here checking on the property from time to time. So, your pictures. Oh, you saw them on Instagram? Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that comment. Sorry about that. Yeah. Did you have any damage at all, Kentucky Hilltop? I guess in Rockcastle County, there was a couple of mobile homes that ended up on the roof. So I don't think that there were any deaths. I think there were just some minor injuries, thankfully. I haven't heard of any deaths in Kentucky. That was a really nasty storm, I'll tell you. And then we had one last wave come through about 9:30 last night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, in around there. So I didn't get to bed till after 10. And just kind of like, you know, I watched the shelter blow over more. At least it's not blocking the driveway. At first I thought it was blown over onto my truck, but no, it wasn't. It was over there. And, you know, and it was, and I just saw all the lightweight stuff just blowing all over the place. So we have a lot of cleanup to do. No damage here at our house. That's good. Picked up a few small branches, but that is normal any day of the week. Yeah, I hear that. I was afraid that there was going to be trees down. And there was one tree that was down when I was driving the Amish around yesterday early afternoon. A tree fell down and took out some phone lines, not far from where his uncle lives. But other trees I've seen, like I said, branches and stuff. I saw some trees down in the woods, just back a little ways, but they weren't any problem. I had to move a small log off the driveway yesterday when I ran an errand last night before dinner. So, but nothing too bad. I thought I saw a tree down behind the church, though, well behind the church. So, but just as long as it didn't damage the building, that's the important thing. So anyway, things could have been so much worse. Like I said, some people really had it really rough in certain areas, and if that's the only damage I've got, you know, count it a blessing. And like I said, the animals were fine. The guinea coop did get shifted. It didn't blow it over, but it did shift it towards the cliff. Not the cliff, but the drop off. But there was a tree right there, and I think if it hadn't been for that tree, it could have blown it over. So I don't know what Gracie's barking at. Gracie! She could be barking at deer. So, well, I guess I need to cut the stream down off anyway, because I really do have work to do, and I would at least like to get that floor cleared up and ready to receive other stuff. And I got to go investigate and see what she's barking at. So hopefully it's not a skunk. That's all I ask. Just no skunks. Okay. So anyway, everybody have a good one. And I will see you later. Hopefully I get a video up later this week. All right. Talk to you guys later. If I can find my cursor to shut the thing down, we'll be doing good.